think in the first half, I think it's got to rank up probably one of the tops. Definitely in my time as the head coach, it's the top. They were just absolutely clicking and playing how we knew they could play and how we envisioned that they could play starting, a year and a half ago, or whenever I took the job and went after Jared. I knew what kind of defense he could build, and you never know when it's going to click or how it's going to happen, but you just need to keep harping on the things that are true and the things that are fundamental to the game. And you saw him do it. You saw him literally take the ball away. It wasn't a giveaway. It wasn't, oh my gosh, we fumbled the handoff. No, it was like smack, ball pops out. I read the quarterback and I jump in front. Those are legitimate takeaways, and it just fed our entire sideline, and to watch them be able to do that, it shows them what they're capable of, and especially coming off of a performance that we didn't play how we were capable. To then the very next week on the road at Harvard come out and play that way was awesome. It's a true testament to those kids and our staff. So we need to continue to develop our quarterback, continue to develop our offensive line. We still play a lot of people. We play a lot of young people. So there's things that we just need to look at in the protection game, in the run game, in the pass game, overall concepts, but then also stuff as simple as like this route, you need to stem that, closer to the line of scrimmage. Or when you're looking at that pass protection, don't forget to look at the safety. So there's so many nuances that you need to keep correcting and getting better at, and the more experience they have with that in practice and ultimately game experience, they just keep getting better and better. We talk about, the fundamental five on offense, and the execution piece is one of the biggest breakdowns. And so whether that is a bad scheme, or whether that is a player just not getting it done in that particular case, or whether it's a coaching issue or a player issue, you're looking at that to correct it. And there's so many variables that cause that, and so when you're looking at that, that's number one. Are we doing what we're supposed to do and how we're supposed to get it done? And then once you execute that, are we getting the blocks finished, or are we making the yards after the contact catch or carry that we need to make and making those plays? So you look at each breakdown, and then you find the similarities and you work on those, but then you also take that picture, like if it was a scheme breakdown, you say, okay, when we see this again, this is what we want to do. You might not see it again. It might not be the same defensive look. They might play a different defense to it. We might not like that formation against that certain defense. So it's not as easy as, hey, we just did this and now we get to do the exact same thing again on Saturday because all the matchups are different. So you find those commonalities, and we've grouped them into the fundamental five, and you work on those to get better so that each situation you can perform. It's the same feeling we've had the first 4 weeks, and we have tremendous respect for all of our opponents. We have tremendous respect for Lehigh. Their losses have come against some really good teams, and so they're a good team. And we just want to concentrate on what we do and get better. And then when we're putting ourselves in position to go make those plays, do that execution like we talked about on each side of the ball, and have a great time playing football in front of our home crowd. So the mood is really exciting, and the mood is one where we're realistic about what we need to do to get better. And each day you have to go do those things.